Central South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling. Well established the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins at 4-9 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. They'll crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So that time, they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they? Stretch it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to? You're the boss. We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way. I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point made good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 6. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. These two teams all tied after 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And good running there as as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Allen now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Murphy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to find the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Christian Watson, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back to throw here. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Let's go now. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 71 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Dobbins running out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Okay, ready? The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Looking to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the score because of response. One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series from the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half end.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point and good by Sanders. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
19 tight.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Allen's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56. And the Dolphins will add to their lead. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and then take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
18
Right back to him on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. McCann now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then of course by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go again with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that maybe not got going well. I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor of this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep the leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. Do you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it? You got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Allen off the play fake. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Derek Stingley getting home on the corner blitz.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. the drag route? Letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Okay, break. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Right side complete to Mechie. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Come on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap the